All right, week 4 of trivia.
Crap,
We
I
are
forgot about
here.
this.
You are 4 points.
Dude, I've been working on my truck all week, man.
That's too bad. I'm not giving you any
Got
leniency.
these
It's been
dirty, filthy hands.
He says
Nasty
all
shirt.
week. It's been 2 days.
No, it's been since.
This is why you wear
Saturday.
a black shirt when you work on
2
stuff.
days.
That's 3 days.
It was it
What
was
is Saturday?
Yeah, broke down Saturday.
Saturday night.
Sunday.
Yeah, I work on Saturday, Sunday, Monday. That's 3 days.
Both
full
Sunday and today I've been
Both
helping
yeah.
Yeah.
Saturday I tried to do it myself.
Or says all week.
you. All week.
Well,
Over exaggeration.
all
Anyway,
weekend.
but yeah, trivia. You have 4 points.
I ain't making it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I ain't making it out of the ghetto.
Double
Gotta.
trivia.
Gotta.
You never know. You could get both of these right this week. I don't think you will, but here we go.
Oh, wow.
With trivia for this week, starting with this. In which comic? Now you're not allowed to look around for this, okay?
I'm not looking right.
In which comic did Wonder Woman make her first appearance? I told you not to look around because the series is in this room.
Series.
But in fact,
it's over here. I ain't looking.
No looking.
I ain't looking.
No looking.
I forgot there was comics over there.
No, you didn't.
I kid you not.
You looked immediately over there.
Because in my head, comics were just back here.
I think even the book is here, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong.
I don't know. Can you give me some?
No.
I think I know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
Whisper it in my ear. No.
Oh, you said it was... What the fuck? What the freak?
That's not the book.
What the freak, dude?
Sorry, eating pudding. I earned it today.
Yeah, we earned a lot today.
We earned it.
Yesterday,
I don't know. I really don't know.
Are you sure? You don't want to even take a guess of what comic?
If you can give me like some hints or something.
Stop looking.
I'm not looking.
I saw that.
I'm not looking.
We got that on video too. I saw you like that.
You go look at video. I really don't know what it is.
You sure?
If you can give me some.
Is it around me?
I can give you.
If you can give me some like.
I'll have to make
options?
it. I'll have to make
Whisper
up the
in
options.
my ear.
Make up the options. Make up the options.
Okay, but you only get 1 point if you get it right.
Fun. Deal.
Is it Action Comics? Detective Comics? Let me think of another one of the comics. That'd be a good one to put in this. Because I don't know. Because there's so many. Mystery Comics. Or All-Star Comics.
All-Star.
Is that your final guess?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Is it because you cheated?
No. Because I know it ain't no detective or
me and him
action.
we're going to consult.
I know it ain't no dang detective. I didn't even see it. Well, here you can't blame me. I'm not. Well, no, I'm not saying I looked.
I was like a second away from saying that at first.
Here's the thing. I know for one, Action Comics is from Superman. Detective is Batman. And Mystery, I is not too familiar with, but I know that's not Wonder Woman. It's All-Star.
You're correct. The book is right there.
If you want to give me a
her
point,
first appearance is
the
right
one
there.
You want to give me a
that?
point
Really?
5.
Wow.
Is that she? That's her first appearance.
That's that right there. Yeah.
Really?
She was in that. Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought it'd be that one, the Justice League America one
No.
that she made for.
No.
Okay, so it's the All Star one.
Yes, All-Star Comics.
You're gonna give me a point
Is the
5.
All Star one?
I'll give you
older
1
than the Justice
point
League
because
one
I'm
down
nice. Yes. Well, that's a facsimile, so it's like a reprint. Anyway,
Yes, we have a $1,000 comic in there.
the final
there? We should one
question:
day.
Who was Elvis Presley's favorite superhero?
Oh crap!
And I want the exact name. I don't want whatever name you're going to give me because I know you're not going to give me the exact name.
Really? Well, whoa.
For me, wait, do you know which brand it was?
What do you mean, Brandon?
Like
If it's Marvel or DC?
Mar- yeah.
He dressed as him for Halloween. I'll say that many times, and he's talked about. I think he mentions him in a song at one point.
I don't think it's Captain America. That's
Well, you know, Elvis was in the army during the Second World War.
I don't think we have any books that would give you a hint.
Let's see here.
Can you give me?
I can just show you.
Yeah. Man, I can't read it.
Open your eye. Open your eyes.
Open your eyes.
Read out loud, just so
Who
the
dare?
audience can hear it.
Okay.
Johanna.
Johanna.
Let me see here. I like the way you said that.
I
too.
love that movie,
Johanna.
man. Just that scene is amazing.
Golly now. he dressed up as him.
No.
I might. So I gotta think of a character of like I just give a short name for because I was gonna be
Well, you
like
can also think of this as like what superheroes were around in this time, the 50s,
because
60s.
yeah, 50s and 60s. Did that in the 60s?
It was kind of limited back then, though, if you think about it.
Well, what has me stuck is you saying you gotta say his full name.
Because I would only give you 1 point if you
What do
didn't
you
say
mean, like
his full
full name? What is like his alias or like
No,
is it
like his
alter
full
ego?
superhero name. And no, it's not Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
I'm trying to think of a.
Was it Negasonic Teenage Warhead, Darren?
Oh, we got it. No, I'm kidding.
So is it a Marvel character? Can you give me a Marvel or DC? Can you at least give me that?
That's funny.
Oh, will it give it
It's
away?
no. I think it's. I'll tell you. You'll get the joke after you get it. But it's it's a DC character.
I know who it is. Captain Marvel?
I'd like the full name, please.
Shazam? What do you mean I'm close? If it's not Captain Marvel,
It's not. I just want to say this. He is fairly close. He's really on the war, man.
I'm gonna give you 10 seconds.
how is it off though?
No,
I don't
30
I don't
seconds.
understand how is it off? Because it's only either Shazam or Captain
There's
Marvel.
another part to the name.
Yeah, there is.
And
Oh, is it like something like people say the Amazing Spider-Man like that, like Amazing Spider-Man? It's not like that.
I know he's so confused right now.
You're gonna tell me this?
I'm gonna tell you, and you're gonna be like, "What?"
It's so close.
But
it's
I'm
funny.
I can give you the 1 point.
Give me the 1 point at least.
Okay, well I'll give you 1 point for Captain Marvel.
Because the thing is, the only reason why I guess Captain Marvel
But in
is...
this time, his full name was Captain Marvel Jr.
Who was his daddy? Johanna.
Shazam.
Johanna!
Who was his
All right,
daddy?
but hey,
his
look,
daddy?
that's 2 points. That's 6 points in total.
Little
Next
alpha
week is
head.
double points. If you can get...
Yeah,
Never
hold
mind, you're screwed.
No, wait, hold up. Right, yeah, I'm screwed
Yeah,
here.
yeah, you're
But
kind of like dead in the water.
I will...
He might give me a saving grace. You want to do 3 questions?
I might.
Okay.
If I don't even think that would help.
Wait, what do you mean Captain Marvel Jr.?
That's what it says.
Yeah,
Captain
daddy?
Marvel
What?
Jr.
Can you look up a picture of him for me?
Johanna, I don't want to look up a picture.
Johanna! I do not
Oh,
want
You
to
look
look up
Captain
a
Marvel
picture.
Jr.
I don't want to look up a picture.
There you go.
Huh.
What?
Freddie
Captain Marvel
Freeman.
Jr.
Captain Marvel Jr.
That was his favorite.
I don't like that second picture.
Known as
from-
Shazam Jr. as well.
I don't like that right picture up at the top.
That one.
Just the way his hand is.
Yep. That's Freddie Freeman.
Huh. All right.
All right. Well, you tried. Maybe next week you'll get a
Well, 'cause the
saving.
thing is,
Well, you got 2 points this time.
yeah, I did, didn't I?
Wow.
Wow.
Oh, good for you.
Well, the thing is,
Hercules.
when you said,
Put his head down.
excuse me,
You decapitated him.
I'm Shakespeare now. Here's the thing. When you said
or not.
like, oh, you better get the full name, and I was like, I'm like, oh, he's thinking I'm gonna say
I
Shazam.
thought you were about to say something else.
And as soon as I say Shazam, he's like, wrong, it's Captain Marvel. I'm like, Captain Marvel, you're like, oh, no.
And that's when you were like, is it Marvel or DC? And I'm like, that's funny. Because technically,
Huh.
it's both.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that either. So it works.
I didn't either because I was thinking about how his last name was Marvel.
Or
Anyway,
not to be.
this week on the Comic Book Burrito, we got an Agatha All Along episode 5 review, the Penguin episode 3 review. There was a Cosmic Circus Q&A that I'm going to read highlights for, and a lot of other stuff. Lots of good DC news, Superman, Creature Commandos, and all that fun stuff, gaming, and much more this week on the Comic Book Burrito. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Comic Book Burrito. I am your host, Darien.
I am your other host, Landon.
And I'm your host, Matt.
You say, and I'm your other host, Matt. That's what you should say.
Oh, I thought it was just I'm
All
Matt.
right, fine. Let's redo it, Mr. Fancy.
Okay, fine. We're going to redo it. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Comic Book Burrito. I am your host, Darien.
I'm your other host, Landon.
And I'm your other host, Matt.
And this... messed up. And this week, we got to put their stuff for you. We got Marvel, we got DC, and we got games. You name it. We got it. Let's talk. How have you been?
I don't want to talk about one week.
Okay, have you been?
I don't want to talk. Well, I've been helping him work on his truck.
Well, you know what?
And now I got my
Let's-
truck leaking.
Let's go into more exciting territory.
I went
Hearing
to the
about your-
fair.
Your toils and troubles.
Man, I'm
I don't
so
wanna-
downtrodden.
What did we get?
We did a thing
What did we do?
for a day only.
Who,
For
us?
now, yes, all three of us and a couple more. Um,
Are you confused too?
I'm not gonna say what it is. I mean, I'm gonna say it, but
Oh,
Dude, we're slow.
dude, that truck ruined us.
Anyway, we filmed.
killed us.
We filmed the first day of our short film, which will be announced soon. It's fun so far. We're just trucking along. I'm sorry to bring that up. Bring your truck.
Let me tell you something. If you ain't ever worked on a 98 Chevy V7 water pump, you don't know trouble.
But we filmed for a good about a couple hours. I think it was 2.5 hours.
Actually, a little bit over.
It was 2.5 hours because we left at 2:30.
Yeah. We didn't leave exactly the time
We
schedule.
left at 2:45.
No. We probably were walking out of the building.
Wait, I ain't found a camera yet. That's the fun part.
No, but that's later. But you guys are hopefully
redact that.
you guys are
statement.
hopefully
I was not
know.
fine.
No, it's fine. You guys will hopefully know what it is soon. We're kind of
You,
waiting on something.
I think the official announcement will probably be this Friday.
Okay.
I'm fairly confident.
What?
Bro's fairly confident.
I'm fairly confident, which means I keep it 88.
Okay. Well, that was a thing we
I'd be
did.
lying sometimes.
That was a thing we
I
did.
keep it a bucket.
You guys just watched them, but I watched Agatha and Penguin when they came out this past week.
times.
Yeah, I've seen Agatha 3 times today, that same episode, and I've seen Penguin
Today?
twice today. Yes.
Wow. Oh, yes, with your grandmother.
Yeah, and then another time with my sister.
Brother.
It's I got it burned in my memory.
Is your sister not watched The Penguin? Is she not interested?
No, she didn't watch the Batman. I think it's
Little
too
sister,
it's too
big
boring
sister?
for the little sister.
Oh.
I think it's too boring. Anyway,
Your little sister's.
but we're gonna go ahead and get into Agatha. Episode 5, titled Let My no. Something about power. Hold on. We do this every
Why do
week.
you always do
Take
this?
die now, D power, something like that.
I spelled all of that wrong. You know what? Which episode
You
was
know,
it? 5?
I just realized something.
Darkest
2 weeks in
hour,
a row,
wake thy power.
I
That's it.
actually.
Whoa,
did the
darkest hour,
statues.
wake thy power. There you go. What?
Oh, but 2 weeks in a row, I actually did this little figures for us, and now this is my first week not doing. I kind of feel sad.
Well, that's what you get. I did them earlier.
I was working on a truck.
I did them earlier. Now we got the race between
I
the
haven't-
fastest men alive.
I haven't done it in like a long time.
Flash versus the
Well, no,
Superman.
that's supposed to be Marvel over there.
It doesn't matter. We have hardly any Marvel statues. What do you mean?
We need to get more.
We have
I will be
2,
buying a Ghost
3.
Rider one or a Punisher one.
okay. Anyway,
I'm tired. I'm done with this. I'm done with this truck. It's in my head.
well, the truck's out there. We're in here. Here we go. Agatha.
He has to get to work.
You gonna take me to work?
Shoosh.
All right.
No,
No.
Mister. I am college.
I do.
I'm in
But
college
anyway.
too.
We're gonna
This
talk
week
about this
on the
now.
podcast, we fight each other. We'll be right back.
Okay. This episode is it's the short. Okay, I got a bone to pick. I've said this with every show we reviewed. When there's a short episode, I'm like, it's too short, right?
Mhm.
This episode, the credits are 8 minutes long. The episode itself is 25 minutes long.
Very short.
It's like a sitcom.
Yeah.
And I think that is incredibly short. I don't like that, so I'm gonna have to knock a point off for that because I think it did mess with pacing a bit because everything moved really quickly.
Yeah, it did feel like a very short. It felt like the shortest of all of them.
It is.
It is all right.
But I'm gonna have to knock a point off for that. But let's get into it because I do think that this is the best episode. I like it more than last week's. I mean, maybe 2 was a little bit. I don't know. But anyway, the Salem 7 show up in the Riches Road.
Yes.
They're going after Agatha still, and so they make broomsticks, right? So we get them flying in the air with brooms.
Auburn Plaza gives a little
Witch laugh.
witch
Yeah.
laugh.
The Wicked Wicked to the
Yeah.
West.
Agatha dresses as her in an episode eventually. I saw
Oh yeah.
the trailer. But anyway, they're going away from them. The road forces them back down to the ground, and they find the next trial. And they go in there. It's Agatha's trial. It's like a sleepover in the 80s.
Yeah.
Evil Dead. I don't know.
Kind of sad. in a way.
Peak.
It was a peak episode, but
Okay, so they get there, they find out it's Agatha's trial, Ouija board, they got to use it. They're on the Ouija board, and they find out that they're talking. At first, Agatha's messing with it, and so she makes it sound like it's Mrs. Hart, which when I first watched it, and I watched some reaction channels or whatever react to it to see if they had the same joke that I had. When it was like MRSHART and spelling Mrs. Hart, My first thought when I watched it, I was like, Mr. Shart, and then I was like, oh, Mrs. But then I went and watched, and every other reactor had that exact same
Mr.
thing.
Short.
Mr. Sharp. Who's Mr.
I
Sharp?
was like, Mr. Shart, and you were like, Mrs. Hart, and I was like, oh.
I don't know if I can say the full thing. Shut up.
What? Okay, anyway,
I was gonna say something. Never mind.
but it's Agatha messing with them. They get mad at her or whatever. Then they communicate. The name that pops up is Death, and they ask what they want, and Death says punish, and then it starts saying Agatha over and over. Punish Agatha is the goal of the trial or whatever. And so Agatha lets go of the thing. Everything starts freaking out. She gets possessed, and it's like literally Evil Dead, like same kind of like crazy face and eyes and all that. She attacks a bunch of them. They turn the lights on. She disappears. She wakes up in the loft. The ghost of her mom from WandaVision, who's the witch in her flashback, she shows up, saying that Agatha needs to stay here with me. That's her punishment. And Agatha's freaking out. Gets possessed again, and obviously Aubrey Plaza's character is like saying, "No, you can't have her. She's mine," because she wants to kill her. She gets possessed again. Then Alice, the girl whose trial was last episode, she comes in and she got powers all of a sudden somehow. I guess they unlocked after her trial, and she's
Short-lived.
she's shooting them at Agatha. The ghost leaves, and Agatha senses the power and absorbs the power. Yeah, kills Alice.
Yeah.
So first big death of the episode of this, besides Mrs. Hart, which I have a theory
That's
of.
not a big death.
Well, it's one of the main members, so it's like that's a big one. Now there's only like 3.
But what did Mrs. Hart contribute?
Well, I'm about to tell you, because I don't think Mrs. Hart died because of the poison. I think she was murdered. Gasp.
I'm not going for laughs. I'm going for gasps.
No. But I wouldn't get to that in a second. He kills Alice. Everyone's freaking out. That's Agatha's punishment. Kills one of her own and is forced to live with that guilt and everyone judging her for it. And then thing opens. Everyone leaves. What's her name? Aubrey Plaza's Rio is her name. She's assumed stayed behind because she's not shown again with the body. But they go outside. Teen is freaking out. Like, I did also skip by her son.
Oh, yeah. What's it? Nicholas Cage?
Nicholas Scratch. Nicholas Scratch.
Yeah, Nicholas
Cage.
Yeah,
He said
Cage.
Nicholas Cage. Whoa!
But anyway.
I'm the Ghost Rider.
But they're out there.
fellas.
Speaking of, it's right there. Anyway. The VHS cover.
Oh, it is? It's not VHS. It's just a DVD slip cover.
It looks like a VHS cover.
Well, it's the
I
DVD
can't see
slip
it.
cover.
Well, unimportant.
Whatever.
Anyway, they get in an argument. He's like, "Is this all this is to you? Taking a life so you can get your power or whatever and all that?" And he says, "Because that's not what it is for me." And then she looks at him. Her demeanor changes, and she looks at him. And she goes, "Are you sure?" I think that he killed Mrs. Hart.
Really?
Because why else would you say, "Are you sure"?
Maybe he wanted her
Maybe
to
she's
die,
just
though.
bluffing.
Well, I think he knows that there only can be one by the end of the Witch's Road to get the gift, and I think he wants that. And I think the gift that he wants is to save his mom, who you find out in the next part is definitely 100% Wanda.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially
This
'cause that little
kid,
crown
he's
thing.
doing like the crazy like things that her hands do, and he possesses the 2 other witches, which is like what Wanda does. And they throw Agatha into the mud, and she sinks.
Agatha starts laughing and comes up to her like, "You're just like your mother."
Yeah, and then she says, "Come along, pet."
Um,
But then they throw Agatha into the mud, and she sinks in. And then he like does whatever, and the other 2 witches fall in, and sink in. And then the camera pans on him. It's playing the music from Doctor Strange 2 of Wanda's theme song, by the way, which is interesting. But it's zooming out, and it shows his crown just kind of like Wanda has, but it's blue. And then that's the end of the
That cuts
episode
this
with a
apart.
Billie Eilish needle drop. And then the line they only use it because that line is "You should see me in a crown."
Yeah.
But that was that episode. Very short, but I enjoyed it. I think it was fun. I like the ending. Next episode is maybe not next. I do know from the mid-season trailer that I watched that we're getting a teen origin episode, and I'm pretty sure my theory was correct because there was a car crash in the trailer, and I had the theory about the car crash, and then that body being inhabited somehow by Wanda's son.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's happening.
Now, I don't know if it's a hot take. I think this might be the worst episode.
Well, you were on your phone for most of it, so anyway,
I was
Matt,
not on my phone for most.
you were.
I was.
You were.
I was going through
Brother.
to make sure looking for it.
Oh,
I was.
no, no,
I can-
Brother.
There's too much. Again, I don't want to sound like a tool. I think there's
You're
too
kind of
many.
doing that.
Well, I'm allowing it to happen. Then I think there's too many big things that happen in this episode for it to be such a short amount of time frame.
No, well, only
And
two
it-
big things happen.
I'd say.
Two.
Mm-mm.
Two.
I know. Let me say
Two things that
Okay,
chick dies
I'm
and
like,
he's
no,
he
it's,
goes-
and you're like, two. I'm like,
The
no.
chick dies and he turns whatever. So and then that was it.
And then you have Agatha's mother returning for a minute.
That's not that big.
That's pretty big.
That's kind of just
Yeah,
like, oh, it's
not
that one
really.
chick from WandaVision.
Yeah,
Then
it's
you-
just like
then you
a little
have-
throwback.
Then you have God. What's the other part?
His argument is falling apart as we
It's not
speak.
falling
As
apart.
we speak,
Dude,
you're losing.
I'm tired. I'm tired.
Join
What
the
is it?
dark.
As he's tired, he's talking crazy. It's actually the best episode.
No,
This time, me and Matt agree
it's just I don't know.
Yeah.
I just
that
wish-
it's an
well,
8.5.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know. I just wish it was longer so we could have more spread out about, or more like.
Well, we also
if
do
it was
have
just longer, just so
4
we can,
episodes left.
And I'm sure maybe it'll address it and make again when the whole series comes out. A lot of like the next episode could make the previous one seem better. You know, it's just I don't know. I didn't think it was as good as the other ones. I don't know. I was as invested as I was with.
I was
Obviously,
extremely invested when I watched it.
it was cool. Like I don't know.
Well, this is the
locked
first
in.
day I
Just the
actually
eight-
watched it. Was
Well,
able
it was
to.
cool. It was cool with them being like an '80s theme, but you know, it just I don't know. I just didn't think it was as good as the other episodes. I mean, and not to say that the episode was terrible. I just think it was the worst out of what we've seen so far.
I don't, because last week was the worst one.
Oh, now we
Mildly.
get that song in it.
That's the only good part about the
No, there's
episode.
a lot of good parts of the episode.
Name it.
The demon.
Why is he
Granted,
here?
just goes in the trailer doesn't mean it make it bad.
Anyway.
We listened to it while driving to his college.
I know that's what I'm saying. But like, what?
But this episode's better, so that's the thing. For
They're all
me,
good episodes, just some not as highly ranked as the others.
it's an 8.5.
No, that's way too high.
It's an 8.5.
That's way too.
8.5.
You're riding them. Stop. You're glazing them. Stop. No.
You're
8.
glazing yourself.
I'm
bro.
not glazing myself. 8.5.
Oh, I'm a glaze myself. Glaze, glaze, glaze.
It's the
I
best
know we're supposed to respect each other's opinions, but no.
It actually had big stuff happen. That was crazy. There was some emotion in there.
Yeah.
And then the
Alice-
crazy reveal. There were big
Alice
reveal
didn't
at the end
deserve
was really
that. Alice didn't deserve it.
And I'm pretty sure each episode he's going to get. And also, her death was set up through other episodes through the divination witch. Because, and I have the screenshots of the exact moments when she says it. She says in 2 different episodes, she drops a couple lines. You know what she'll run to, like, blurt out something?
Mhm.
Well, in the third episode, she says, try to save Agatha. Right? And Alice was like, what? Or Agatha was like, what? Whatever.
Maybe that was meant for
The
Alice.
last episode, she goes, Alice, don't. And she's like, don't what? Alice, don't try to save Agatha. Because if she wouldn't have tried to save Agatha, she wouldn't have died.
Yeah.
Boom. That's great. That's good writing.
I'm
That's,
gonna
great.
go. I'm gonna go with. I'm
That's good writing.
gonna go with a 7 on this.
That's fun. Okay, well, that's still good. 7 and 8.5, 8.5.
It's good. I just wish it was longer.
Actually,
I think
up to
with it being
9.5.
shorter.
You're going to go to 9?
Yes.
Oh, good God! Yeah, you just glazing yourself now.
7, 8, and 9.
I don't want to hear it, mister.
I just
Or no,
I gave it a
7, 8.5
7.
and 9.
What's wrong with it? I gave it a 7.
7, 8.5, and 9.
I'm
Well,
gonna
that's
glaze
good.
myself
That's
because I
the-
put it at a 7.
That- That's the
It's
end.
not glazing. That's just.
That is.
Brother, you're a glazer.
I'm gonna hit my head against a door. Okay, this is
The
the
door's
end
all
of the
over
review for Agatha. We're gonna move on to some.
I'm not done with it.
What do you have to say?
He's wrong.
I'm not wrong. 7 is perfectly
You're wrong, sir.
justifiable.
Sir,
7
you are wrong.
Do you not know what 7 means in our ranking? 5 is average.
You
We're not gonna
are-
dwell.
No, no, no.
7 is good.
Stop dwelling.
You are wrongfully wrong.
How am I wrong?
Silence.
Do you agree it's a 9?
No.
Don't you
Do
pull
you
a
agree?
silence on me like you're Gandalf?
You shall not pass.
It's,
Okay.
it's 7 out there. It's 7 out there. It's 7 out there though.
Some boys
It's
can
fair.
see.
It's fair. 9.
It's a little high, but I think 8.5 is a sweet spot. That's just me.
Also, Landon, I just
If
want
it was, tell
Can
me,
we not dwell?
If
I,
it
I
was-
just want to say
I have a
something separate.
Q&A to go through.
No, I want to say this,
I'm gonna-
Landon. Next time you say I'm late, a wizard is never late.
He's
He arrives precisely
When he
when he
means
means to.
not.
Ba-ba-bum,
You
bum,
did
bum,
surprise surprise us when we had to film. You did surprise
Yeah,
us.
you were early.
early.
I was like, you telling me
I woke up. I was like, "Whoa, I gotta go."
he was early? It was like 9
he
something.
was asking where we
And
were
I was
at.
like, I thought you were. Yeah, I was like, we're at
you were in
Walmart.
bed. No,
Jeez.
he was
Anyway,
he was late today.
you
for me.
emphasized it.
He's supposed to help me at 10 o'clock in the morning. He didn't show up till 2.
You know why?
I do know why. I will.
You
give-
Okay.
know
I
why?
know. I do know.
anyway, the Cosmic Circus had a Q&A. I got some like a couple highlights. I'm gonna read
I'll
them.
give you a pass.
Spider-Man 4
Good on
hold
you.
Hold on.
has reportedly been revealed new details. Multiple symbiotes will be in the film. There is a strong possibility that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield show up in the film. The film is leaning slightly towards a cosmic storyline rather than street level. Peter, all 3 Peters, right, fighting symbiotes together.
It's like the worst kind of excitement you can have. It's all.
But it's Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland fighting symbiotes together. Noel will probably be in it, so you get Tobey Maguire and Noel. That's something that you probably never thought you'd get. Yeah, see?
God dang it! Dang it, man!
Let it out, brother. Let it out.
Fine, I'll bite it. I'll buy
But
it.
that's that. So you go. That's all we have for that.
Oh,
Bite it no matter what.
Marvel
Landon.
Studios-
That's true.
You're a Spider-Man glazer.
Marvel Studios has reportedly developed a, quote, really exciting concept for Season 2 of Moon Knight. We're getting a Moon Knight Season 2, and it's a really exciting concept.
I believe it when I see it, but I ain't
Exciting.
but I believe it when I see it. I like to see.
Moon
what the
Knight's good. You should watch it.
Yeah, Moon Knight was pretty decent.
Finale kind of dropped the ball, but watch the rest.
It did drop the ball.
Anyway,
I've seen YouTube shorts of it.
Mephisto will play.
Seen all seasons.
Mephisto will play a minor supporting role in Ironheart. By the way, they show a character in that Agatha mid-season trailer from the back. You probably might have seen pictures of him on Twitter.
I
It's a
haven't
guy
seen it.
with like a, what do you call those hats that fishermen wear?
Boat hat.
You know, you might know. Like it's the round.
Yeah, it's part of like a rain suit, pretty much. Like they're.
It's like I don't know what it's called. It's got a name.
It's a
for it.
waterproof and weatherproof.
Anyway, there's a
hat.
mysterious man
It
it
goes along
shows
with that
in there
coat.
from the back, and he's all like shrouded in darkness, but he's wearing this coat and this hat. Everyone thinks it's Mephisto in Agatha, and then he'll show up later. They did mention him. Anyway, he's going to be in Ironheart with a minor supporting role. We kind of knew that. Anyway, moving on. Jessica Jones will be teased in Daredevil Born Again. We have more news on that later. Good news. The show comes out next year. Sentry, who's going to be in Thunderbolts, will return in upcoming MCU projects after Thunderbolts. So he's going to stick around. And finally, I think, Captain Marvel is set to be a key member of the Avengers in Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars, which seems semi-obvious. I think that is all of it. Oh, wait, one more. There were plans for Star-Lord to form a team called the Annihilators. However, it's unclear what the current direction is now that they've remapped everything.
Yeah.
So, and there's another one. Anthony Mackie's Captain America is going to co-lead the Avengers. And there's another one. I guess I had a bunch of...
Yeah, you just pull them out.
This is a
all
good
right.
one. Kind of. Marvel Studios reportedly wants to keep Hugh Jackman as Wolverine involved for as long as possible. So he might be our Wolverine moving forward.
Why are we seeing him till he's 90?
Well, you're 90.
Yeah, 90.
Dude, you're
Oh, he just had a birthday. He
90.
just had a birthday.
Yeah, happy
That's what-
late birthday, I guess.
Happy
Okay.
late birthday.
Yeah.
Anyway,
How old is he
that's
now?
He
56.
56. Yeah. I love Ryan Reynolds' post. He's like, I hope we do this till we're 90. I was like, oh, that's sweet.
Man,
But that's all the highlights.
it's kind of weird to see him like such good shape, and then I see my buddy's dad, who's like just
What?
the same age, and
Man, you're just dissing your buddy's dad
Oh,
right here
no,
live on the podcast.
Anyway, next up,
exactly.
It's crazy
So,
he's in shape, but my
the
dad's
villain
fat.
before
Like,
Doctor
My buddy's dad's
Doom.
fat.
Before Doctor Doom was introduced, the villain of Marvel's whole thing, what they were doing was Kang the Conqueror. Jonathan Majors played him. He got into some legal trouble, and they fired him. So they basically fired their Thanos. Well, according to Daniel RPK, Marvel Studios reportedly dropped Kang not just because of Jonathan Majors, but due to low fan interest in the character. Instead of a recast, they made a bold decision to bring back RDJ as Doctor Doom to boost excitement for the Avengers films. I mean, I would say it worked. A lot of people are going to see those movies.
No, it worked.
Was it for the best?
I don't believe that for a minute. I feel like
Every Marvel fan, never mind. Kang the Conqueror. This guy, he's who played him. Yeah. Kang, time traveling supervillain, descendant of Reed Richards, aka Mr. Fantastic. But yeah, there you go. Something interesting there. Speaking of RDJ's Doom, according to Alex from the Cosmic Circus, his Doctor Doom, RDJ's, will have a cameo in the Fantastic Four First Steps. I assumed.
in credit scene.
Yeah, well, maybe. I assumed that he would show up. But, I don't know, that seems...
It seems kind of early, but we'll see.
Yeah. There's that movie. Comes out next year. Same month as Superman. We've talked about that, though. But yeah. Got some filming details on Avengers Doomsday. If I can find it. Because we had to delay recording. All my screenshots are like all the way up here. I gotta find them. Discuss amongst yourself what you think of Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom while I'm looking for this picture.
Oh, that's potential.
A lot of potential.
All right, that was it.
Where's the picture?
But I think there's a lot of potential, but it is quite limited.
We'll see what he does. I don't know.
Well, not because of Robert.
Shut up. That's how we're. No, here, say what you need to say.
Continue.
Because of Robert Downey Jr. himself, just because of the role. I mean, we've seen Robert Downey Jr. like do Tropic Thunder, and you know the role he played in that.
Best role ever.
Well, even in today's times, that's very, very risky to do, casting a Caucasian white male as a black man in a film, even if it's a film of a film.
I mean, he still became Iron Man right after that. I don't see that really.
But we've seen him adapt to so many roles.
Oh, Pete.
That's Pete.
Just saying.
I want to see him do live action.
But I don't know. For me, seeing Doctor Doom as a kid, I mean, I just think that there's like unlimited potential with that role.
No, definitely not. There's so much potential for that role.
It's just
Doctor
the way I viewed
Doom.
him
Doctor Doom is the character that inspired Darth Vader.
Wait, what?
Darth Vader was inspired off of Doctor Doom.
Really?
Yes, that's how what Doctor Doom is. He is like the villain.
I don't know. It's
Jesus
just the way
Christ,
I
the
viewed
villains.
him as a kid watching
He's
the
like
Fantastic Four
the
stuff.
villain. No, those movies.
You watched the movie.
Yeah.
No.
He's not like that.
No, he's not like that.
He has a moment where he becomes God Emperor Doom and he rips Thanos' spine and skull out. He's not seen that.
He became the Predator?
Pretty much.
Yeah, basically. Anyway, Avengers Doomsday filming scheduled to start in March 2025. Robert Downey Jr. is expected to shoot for 3 months. The rest of the cast will only shoot for 1 month. The supporting cast will have a shorter schedule, filming about
So
2 months.
Doomsday, I guess, will focus more on Doom.
Maybe. And overall production is projected to last about 5 months in total. There you go. Let's talk Daredevil Born Again. So this show comes out in March, features the return of the Punisher from the Netflix series, and Kingpin, and all those Netflix characters. Anyway, let me find the screenshot. Okay, hold on. Is this it? No, it's not. Matt, have you seen the Netflix Daredevil show?
No.
Jeez.
You missing out.
I'm
You
sorry.
did watch Punisher, though, right?
I was working.
You watched... No, this was like back in,
I-
when we were in middle school.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I was poor as can be back then.
Did you not have... Did you not watch
You
Punisher?
were laughing at my situation.
That was
back
just a
then?
funny random. Okay, found it. Be quiet. Okay.
No. Let's not drop that. He makes fun of poor kids.
Don't cancel me. I'm not making fun of poor kids. Okay,
You're
Mark.
making fun of me from middle school.
In all fairness,
You know why my parents bought me Vans? Because they were $60.
Don't sound poor to me.
I know. I used to buy $60 shoes.
Sorry.
Anyway, Marvel Television's Daredevil Born Again has completed its first test screenings. According to insider reports, the Marvel Disney Plus series has a more mature and gritty tone than the Netflix series.
Wow.
More dark and gritty.
Wow. I wasn't expecting that.
I didn't think it was possible. The test screenings for the show have received very positive feedback. The runtime for the 9-episode first season will be approximately 1 hour per episode.
Mhm.
Also, there will be several cameos, and a funeral scene is featured in the first episode.
Okay.
And that's all we know.
His funeral.
I don't know. I assume it's going to be, I don't know, maybe it's Rick Flag and he puts on his shirt and his on. I don't know. You still don't get that
He
joke.
still does not. Don't ever explain
So
it to
there
me.
was a thing, I'm going to
No.
explain it to him. There was a thing where, like, in Peacemaker, he's so upset about Rick Flag dying, they were going and they were making jokes. It would be like, he's going to be a scene where he
was like predicting like an episode.
he's going to go Peacemaker, what a joke. And he says, and he'll put on Rick Flag's shirt in his honor. And it was
And
like,
it's like a really bad photoshopped image of Rick Flag's body, but with like John Cena's head. It's pretty funny looking.
Anyway,
It's pretty funny.
But yeah,
The guy who
Daredevil.
played Rick Flag had like a tiny neck compared to Cena.
Joel Kinnaman, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Daredevil Born Again test screening, pretty good. According to Alex from the Cosmic Circus, Marvel's D23 Brazil, which is happening. I don't know when that's happening. Could you do like a quick Google search?
Oh yeah, sure.
When is
I said I'm about to show him the tweet.
When is D23 Brazil?
I think it's October.
Are the guys filling a trip to Brazil?
No.
No.
we
It's fairly
will
cheap.
never get into
November 8th through the 10th.
November 8th through the 10th. Marvel is set to reveal new updates on Captain America: Brave New World and Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, the Spider-Man animated show that they're making.
I like to see a nice release date on that. This is
Uh,
the tweet, by the way. If you need to look at
Blu-ray
it.
Angel tweet.
It's a Blu-ray. That's a tweet.
Looks so weird.
Yeah, that's the
Ugh.
yeah.
Anyway, but there's that.
John Cena
Now,
with
speaking-
scrawny arms.
Now, speaking of short run times, Venom:
Agatha?
The Last Dance is going to clock in at an hour and 35 minutes. 90 minutes.
How long was that previous? How long?
Longer than that.
Really?
Longer than Let There Be Carnage?
No, it was longer than this. Whatever the runtime
Let There
is.
Be Carnage was. I thought that was like an hour.
Look,
hour
Venom
15.
2. No, there's no movie that's that long. It was an hour 38.
And how long's Venom? Last Dance?
Oh, the first one that was hour 50, and Venom: The Last Dance is an hour 35.
So it's just
Just
that's pretty
barely
short.
like 10 minutes longer than
And it's
the second.
also the box office.
it's
Box
shorter.
office.
It's
Yeah, 3 minutes shorter.
I thought you said an hour 25.
Hour 35.
he said
35,
hour.
okay.
Yeah.
The box office projection so far is expected to make the least amount out of all of the trilogy in its opening. So there's that. It does come out in
25th.
the 24th, but yeah.
Oh.
We'll see it eventually. I don't know if we'll see it opening week. We'll have to see. I don't know. But there you go. So short run time. Speaking of, and this is also the final piece of Marvel news. Venom, the director, Kelly Marcel, was asked why Null is being set up in the film even though it's the final Venom film. They said this. One movie could never do justice to Null. Beyond this trilogy, there are more stories to explore. God is coming. It was hard. I was.
That sounds
Is what the Rapture's happening
hard.
after this? Like, what do you?
Oh, God.
But we're getting more Null. Spider-Man 4.
Get right with your God.
We're going to get Craven one-on-one with Null.
What, Raven?
El Muerto versus Null. He doesn't know about El Muerto.
Oh,
There's a
heard that
character.
name,
There's a
but-
character that showed up for 2 panels in a comic book, and they were going to make a movie about him.
played
And he's
by,
a wrestler, played by Bad Bunny.
Oh, I thought he was that fire dude from the first Suicide Squad movie. What was his name?
El Diablo.
Oh, El Diablo.
completely different franchise for one.
No. Anyway,
No, wait.
Universe.
No, you're talking.
I get
oh,
the
universe. Not
I get
franchise,
why
universe.
I get why you mixed it up, but it's fine. That's the end of the Marvel news. Now, before we get in, well, I guess we can do it after. Let's do a commercial, and then we'll introduce the comic.
Not so fast, Electro. Because Spider-Man's back, and you'll need more than the city's power supply to take on Spidey's ice and taser webbing, stellar new fighting combos, and 19 killer Spidey suits, all with different powers.
Hey, Electro! Who's got the power now?
Spider-Man 2, enter Electro. They're ready to fight. Are you? Rated E for everyone.
Okay, we're back. What is that? And who's this dead man? First off, and
Well, for this.
we should name him.
This
No,
is
touch!
Hank.
Oh, you
This-
ripped his head off. Oh, God.
This is Hank. Whoa,
I was
no.
hoping to pop it, catch it, put it back real quick, but I did not have it.
This is Hank.
What's a skeleton's favorite snack?
What is it? What is it?
No.
Spare ribs.
Now put it back to where he looks like he's peeking around. That's good. Yeah, sure. I wish we had some like cool. I wanted to get like a fake pumpkin or like one of those pumpkin like trick or treat buckets and like
Oh, the
plastic ones.
McDonald's
I thought no, the like plastic little
the
trick,
plastic
and like
ones?
put. I thought it'd be cool.
Oh, they will.
Or get some like cool lights to put around that. Anyway, I want to do that for Christmas.
Maybe next year.
We're doing it
Yeah.
with Christmas.
Did
Um,
well, you know, my time to pick a comic of the month, and you know, we are in the spooky season this year. Ooh, forget to do
I've
that.
watched like 7 Halloween movies.
I need
The franchise, not
I need to watch
scary movies.
I
In
need to
general.
watch Scary Godmother. I need to.
I've actually
I need to watch
been watching,
Halloween.
a lot of horror movies.
I need to watch Halloween Town too. But, you know, I thought because of the season and, you know, I just can't get off Spider-Man. I decided to do Spider Shadow, a big what if story of what if Peter Parker never got rid of the symbiote. And it goes pretty hard, as what the kids say. Hey,
I've never read it.
What if Peter said regular suit, what a joke, and wore the symbiote?
Or the black suit.
With a black
in his
suit
honor.
for fun. You know, again, I don't want to give away too much of what happens, but something happens in Peter's life that makes him fully embrace the symbiote outfit, giving him a kind of a new look, more alien looking than like our normal Spider-Man suit, and he does some damage, and it's pretty cool. I like to shout out to John Stewart from Comic Drops. He got this
Shout
book
out.
for me for graduation, and it was
I think my graduation present from me was over there too.
what was yours again?
Identity Crisis.
I wish
right
I
there.
knew
It was
Spillman,
Identity
man.
Crisis.
Right
yeah.
there. Yeah, but underneath Supergirl.
Yeah, it was Identity Crisis.
Yeah, I think I had Spillman for that one computer class.
You might have. He's been on the show a couple times. We'll get him back eventually.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
but like,
He just looked like he always hated me.
what if
for
I shave
some
my
odd
head
reason.
He did.
bald for his honor?
I think he just hated being
Shave it.
there.
We all shave our head bald and get fake beards when he
For his
gets.
honor.
Sir, we'll have to get him on a
Sir.
Zoom call though, and I don't know how we'll do that. But we'll figure it out.
I'm gonna go up to him and be like,
kinda creepy having him
Sir,
lay
what's
on
in
the
your
big
pocket
screen."
there?
Anyway, is that what you, I mean, you got more?
No, that was. Oh, again, I don't want to give away too much with these comics a month, but I definitely recommend it. It was.
Who wrote it and what's the art like?
Oh
What's it
yeah,
like?
excuse me. See, that's why I was nervous about. That's why I write it.
He did this.
That's why
He went from this
he's
to
like,
this.
He's like, come on now. Let me see. Make sure I get the artist correctly. It's written by. Holy crap! I am not gonna be able to pronounce this.
Let me see.
Matt's got it. Chip Zdarsky? Yeah.
Chip Zdarsky.
Yeah, that's a popular writer.
Okay, well, I know it's a popular writer, but I can't pronounce it.
Chip Zdarsky.
Anyways, artist Pasquale Ferry.
Who, let me see?
Pasquale.
Ferry, yeah.
Yeah, you said that right.
Cover artist Matt Hollingsworth.
Matt?
Matt.
Yeah, Hollingsworth.
Matt, you were
Well, not my
We
last
don't
name,
have
but
to-
I
you
guess
don't have to
so.
read all
But
that.
anyways, point is,
Fix his hands.
Great book. I definitely recommend it.
Make
to
sure they're
anyone.
like. Hold
Yes, I'm very much aware.
You gotta. He doesn't have arms, so you gotta kind of help him.
He had the spare ribs there.
We're gonna name him
Yeah, he gave.
Hank. I like Hank.
Hank. Okay, Hank.
Hank
Hank.
Hill.
He sells propane and propane accessories.
All right.
Well, he did sell propane. That's what happened.
Until he
He
blew
blew
up.
Aquaman.
Hunk.
Get him.
Why do I call him Hunk? He sells butane. It's not
Okay.
propane.
Anyway, that's comic book of the month. Go check that book out and go get it.
My dad says butane's a bastard gas.
The
That's
pink,
my favorite joke.
He's a pasture cat.
Butane's a bastard gas.
the Penguin episode 3, Bliss is what it's titled. Spoilers for that. We're gonna talk about it.
We just watched this.
Yeah, well, I that was my third time watching it.
Yeah. Anyways, Shane will love you.
Who? Sophia.
Yeah.
You can't fix her.
I can.
I don't need a fixer. I don't need a
Whoa,
fixer.
brother.
No,
Whoa, brother.
anyway. The Penguin, episode 3.
Penguinus.
Shush. So we start off, Sophia, Penguin working together.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
They're going to introduce this new drug, Bliss, which they were giving the patients at Arkham. And they need to go talk to the Triad. It's basically the Korean mob. It's like, they're like a thing in DC. And I think in real life, probably too. I don't know. But they're like the mob, but for like Chinese, Japanese, Asian. But they need to get them to help. And they want to use their club to pass this stuff out. And they're like, well, we will do that if you get Johnny Vitti to call us, the bald guy with the glasses, and tell us that he did sign off on this, because they said that they were working with him. And so they end up they have that blackmail of him sleeping with Luca's wife.
Yeah.
And so they have that blackmail, they use that to get him to do that. Obviously, Penguin almost rips the guy's tooth out.
Yeah.
Earlier, before this, also, Vic, he gets paid. Right, we see at the beginning of the episode, obviously, his little flashback of before this show, during the Batman, the seawall's exploding. It really puts into perspective how horrible that was.
Yeah.
And it's funny that he was like, I'm doing this to help the poor, and then he floods all of the poor neighborhoods.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
And then it didn't hit none of the rich neighborhoods.
No,
really.
it just hit the poor.
I'm doing this to help you. Messes up their life, kills their parents, their kids.
He's singing good songs, so that's okay.
Anyway, so that's at the beginning. Anyway, moving on. They're in the club. They got the bliss. They're selling it or whatever. I'm kind of skipping through a lot of stuff only because I want to hit
Vic, you the bag man.
Yeah, Vic's the bag man. He's going around. He's got the drugs in there. People are using them. They're
Remember
making
the
a lot of
flashback,
money.
though?
That was
That's what we're talking about.
beginning. We just talked about that.
Well, I think we need to go a bit more in detail about it. Though.
Well, his parents died.
No, I think it's just like a traumatic response, like his inner.
Oh, you're talking about that? I thought you were talking about the beginning.
No,
You're talking about he has PTSD when he's passing
Yeah.
out. The lights, and it reminds me of the explosions.
Like, you wouldn't think this kid had that bad of, like, a life, but he actually has PTSD. Like, he has so much guilt pent up from it.
Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. He drops all the drugs, and the girl helps him pick it up, and he goes out. You get the scene with the bathroom, which is my favorite scene in the episode, where Penguin finds out,
Great
sees
acting.
that he's on his phone,
Great acting.
and he's talking to him. He's like, "Oh, is this what you think? You think you're my prisoner?" And I'm like inadvertently doing the voice. I didn't mean to do that. You think you're my prisoner?
You think you're my prisoner?
Gabagoo.
Give me a bag of gabagool.
You think you're nobody? You'll
This
be
life's
nobody
too
till
good
the end
for
of your
you.
days.
This life's too good for you.
Anyway, but you get the whole scene. He tells him, because the whole episode he wants to go with this girl to California. He wants to leave, but he's scared of Oz hurting him or whatever because he knows not too much.
I think he does care about Oz. I think he's more
Well, yeah,
about
and you
hurting
get that
his
with the
feelings
dinner scene as well. With that, they established that. But they get the whole argument. He tells him go. He says just go. Vic leaves.
Takes the plum car.
Yeah, steals Oz's car. Oz goes out with Sophia. Now, Sophia throughout this whole episode is working with Oz, but she goes to the point where she's like, I still don't trust you for what you did to me, which you find out. I've seen episode 4 because that's when I'm recording this out. I know you haven't, but they go into all that. It's all of Sophia's story next episode, and it's just chef's kiss. Great episode. They go into that, and I'm trying to remember if I'm missing anything. I don't think I am. They talk about how will I trust you and all this stuff. Going on, Penguin telling his story. He was like, yeah, I don't regret what I did to you. He said, but I'm sorry what's happened. And because her father put her in Arkham and all this stuff. And the Maronis pull up. And the one lady gets out that was working with them and says, we've been watching you. Now, Sophia knows that he's been working with the Maronis. You aren't prepared for the beginning of next episode. I'll just tell you that. Because you're going to go like that. Like straight up. Yeah. Anyway.
I want to watch it now.
It's really good. Watch it.
No,
next
I'll
week.
leave. I'm tired after this.
I can't wait.
Or on that truck all day. I'm tired. I kid you not. I was there.
He's like, I have to.
Yeah, I know he has, but no.
Rather.
We'll watch it on not Friday, Saturday, I guess. We'll figure that out later.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Maronis show up. Vic's coming back because he decided not to go with the girl. He pulls up and they're all sitting there, guns pointed at him. Vic hits one guy. Airbag is deployed. He's all dazed. Penguin gets in and he's like, what about Sophia? And he's like, leave her, go. And you see the stuff that happened in between that scene, like that whole thing play out, and it's insane. That's where like the big moment happens. Yeah. But they pull. Penguin looks out, says, leave her. They pull out and he's like, oh, we're in it now, Vic. And that's the end of the episode. This next episode is so good. There's a Batman villain in it. That's not the Penguin. Penguin's not actually. He is in the next episode, but for only about 2 minutes, and it's not a present day Penguin.
Okay.
Man, I know I'm focusing on next episode, but this sets up that so well.
Yeah.
But this episode, was when it came out my favorite out of the 3. I mean, what would you rate it?
It was pretty good. Solid 8.5.
I think that's fair. 8.5.
Is that where you're at?
You're gonna
You can't-
say
don't give it
I'm
to-
a glazer.
Don't give it a 10 if that's what you're thinking.
I'm saying a 9.
Okay, that's fair. It's only 0.5 away.
He's been handing out the 9.
Shut up.
He'll learn. As long as it's not a 10, because 10s are saved for special things, which is like next episode. Anyway, I'll go ahead. That was a preview of what I'm rating it.
You glazer.
You aren't ready for next episode. I'm just saying, you're just not.
You're a glazer.
Like it's rated a 9.7 on IMDb, the highest rating for any episode of television ever.
Really?
Yes, and it's that good.
Bad?
Yes, more than that. It's that good.
Wow.
It is unbelievable.
Well, I actually might watch it when you leave.
Or you should wait until we don't watch it.
I don't know. I gotta see how I'm gonna feel it tomorrow because I'm probably still gonna work on that truck again.
Anyway, they're like, you keep mentioning this truck. We don't care. Talk about comic book news.
Oh yeah, my dad's gonna be coming over after about 6.
I might have my landlord look at it as well.
Have whole town look at it. Anyway,
There's a bunch of fuzzy stuff flying around.
so
here.
what did you? What I rated 8.5. He said a 9. You said
8.5.
an 8.5. There we go. The Penguin episode 3. They're not ready for episode 4.
I said no cilantro. There's cilantro everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Reminder, and it's out in theaters right now. Should be still. Hope. Super Slash Man, the Christopher Reeve story is out. A lot of people are watching it, enjoying it. Very good. Definitely recommend it. We saw it on the 21st of last month, almost a month ago.
Give it a
Now.
10.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
You need to
we
watch
didn't rate it. I forget.
We didn't rate it, but
How can you rate someone's life though?
yeah, that's what
I
I'm
know,
saying.
but practically a 10. It was
Yeah.
it was a very well made documentary.
Like
Yeah.
10 out of 100? You
Top
trying to
10.
insult him?
10 out of 100. Yeah, sure. You want to go that way?
I was trying to insult somebody, Landon, just like me.
That's spoilers.
Yeah,
But I mean, if you
Darien-
care, that's a Batman animated series character. Command Bros.
Command balls. Command balls.
Commandables.
Updates, I guess. Okay, so there was a new comic cover that shows some new looks at Creature Commandos. I was just gonna pull it up. We'll talk about that. That's King Shark. I guess they didn't post it. Thanks, account. Hang on. Creature Commandos comic.
The night it comes out, I'm coming over to watch it with you.
Well, I feel like we should do a watch party for Creature Commandos.
Oh, Green yes.
The start of the DCU. I might not be able to find this cover, but it has.
Grill and we grill out and watch
We
it.
do need
Real something, yeah. We go in December.
I don't know, actually. It might be quite chilly by then. We might need to do it early in
Yeah,
the
boy, I
day.
might get my smoker by then.
chicken stew.
Chicken stew and eggnog. Hey!
No. Okay, I'm not finding it, but it's a really cool cover. I think I might have sent it to you.
I don't remember you sending it to me.
I
I wasn't on my phone this much this week.
It's here. 'Cause I think I have it. I'm pretty sure I did screenshot it to send it. That's a picture of Superman.
I forgot your glazing Superman.
Yeah, excuse me?
It earned it.
It earned it.
Yeah, it earned it.
Okay, I don't have it. It's G.I. Robot and Weasel, and they're in front of the castle, and G.I. Robot's got his
you
guns and
showed
stuff
me
like that. It's
I
really
remember.
Oh, I want to see that.
I was trying to find it. Did I send it to you? I didn't send it to you.
You just sent it to me, but you showed me it. You're like, yo, check this out.
Yeah, so I don't know how I'll find it, but yeah, there you go. It was pretty cool. If I can find it, I'll show you. Speaking of Creature Commandos, October 19th, next Saturday, 4:45 p.m. For 1 hour, they're doing a panel at New York Comic Con. Should be getting a trailer then, and probably a couple clips.
Yeah.
And new stuff, character posters. I would assume.
Clips might be behind closed doors.
Maybe.
But trailer.
But we're definitely getting a trailer next Saturday. That's why I'm saying I want to record Saturday, hopefully, so we can get that. We can maybe live react to it. I don't know how it works.
Yeah.
But that's next Saturday, New York Comic Con. Maybe more DC news. I don't know. I know Penguin has a panel there, but I don't know if they talk about anything.
They showed a new episode there early.
Episode 5. I heard episode 5. People saying it's better than episode 4, and I'm like, that's impossible. At this point, it keeps getting better, and I'm
How
like,
many
stop.
episodes? There's 8?
Stop. Just stop.
We're almost at the end.
Yeah.
We're halfway through.
Halfway through.
I know it sucks, and then we're gonna have to wait 2 years for the Batman 2, and that's when Penguin's gonna come back. But I'm just like struggling.
Low key, just want to cryo sleep till then.
Low key.
I want to cryo sleep right now
I do too. My truck.
in your trunk. Anyway, speaking of Superman, there's a lot of Superman. Rob Liefeld, who is a terrible artist, but he's probably got some books over there somewhere.
I think I got.
Terrible artist, but maybe sleeps over there.
I'm sure I got one over there.
Rob Liefeld and Big Screen Leaks, they've been talking about Swooperman. And why are you laughing at me?
The way you said it.
Okay. No.
Superman.
They were talking about it, and I'm gonna find what they said. Okay, that's Supergirl, not Superman. Here we go. Someone said, do you know if Superman really is in post-production to the point where we have a teaser later this year, CCXP maybe? Big Screen Leaks, as an insider says, it's in post-production to the point where I'm told there's an assembly cut done. So there is a
very, very rough.
Very rough edit of the whole movie finished.
Pretty much everything they filmed all in one.
A very, very early cut of the movie's put together. It's not ready to be screen tested. If anything, maybe close friends and family see it, but unlikely. There was something else he said, though, because that's not the first thing that I read. I might just look it up on Twitter if I can't find it. I thought I screenshot it. I didn't. Okay, we'll do this, because I can just look up his account. So, big screens. Isn't this his account search? No. Oh, right here is where I do that. Superman. Okay, so latest. Stomach is growling.
I can hear it from here.
Yeah, I heard it over here.
Let's see.
Batman.
Okay, it may be this.
Oh.
Someone said, any word on Superman and how the DCU is going to shape? He said, I've only heard excellent things regarding Superman, and especially internally, they're really high on it. I'll be high on Superman.
Give me that Superman.
DCU is shaping up well, too. I've heard Supergirl's script is really good.
And very, very emotional.
He did, yeah, he talked...
Kryptonian Kush.
He talked more about Supergirl in one post. He said, right here, I think. Yeah, from what he's told, yes, it's really good. He knows someone who read it, and they were in tears by the end. Very moving, apparently.
That's gonna be like one. I feel like Supergirl's actually gonna be more inspirational than Superman.
Oh, maybe. I mean, it's based off that book over there, and it's like Supergirl, hardened, like veteran, a superhero almost.
Yeah.
She's grew up on a chunk of Krypton after she watched everyone she loved die.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was rough. And Crypto almost dies this whole thing. But yeah. So we got that. And Rob Liefeld said that he is very, very excited for Superman and it's something great. I couldn't find the screenshot, but he was saying praises of the movie. Tom Welling, Smallville Superman. The best Superman? I don't know. Up for debate, I guess.
Like?
He looks like Tom Welling.
Have you not seen Smallville?
I might recognize him from something else.
That's him old. Let me find a picture of him when he was in Smallville. Oh, close enough. He was Superman in Smallville. He was.
Dang, he got old.
Yeah, it was before he was Superman. Really,
He's like 47.
Yeah. He's born same year my dad was born.
What year was that?
Right there.
77, 2 years after my dad.
There you go.
Older than my dad. 79.
Anyway, Tom Welling.
How's that so funny?
Oh no, it was 79.
79, lol. I haven't heard that one. I've heard the other one.
It's bigger than 79? 78.
That's lower than 79.
Shut up.
You know it's higher than 79.
But if you think about it in the years of how old somebody is.
Yeah, but
that's how I was thinking about it.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about the number.
You know how much older someone that was.
Here we go.
Shut up.
Shush. He speaks because they want to make an animated Smallville series.
Yeah, continuation.
And he says this. I'll tell you where it's at. We need WB and DC to let us do it. We've got Al Goff and Miles Millar, who are very busy doing a TV show called Wednesday, but they created Smallville and they want to write it. That's all we know. He also said he shared why he would like to wear the Superman suit on screen again. He said, we have a bunch of Halloween costumes at home. The one costume we don't have is the Superman costume. I asked my son why, and he said, because he's taken. And I said, by who? And his son said, by you. I don't know. But he'd like to wear the Superman suit again. I don't know. If they ever do like a multiverse thing, maybe bring him in as Superman.
Yeah, but I mean, at what point would that happen?
He'd probably be dead by then at that point.
James
Gunn wouldn't even be doing the stuff by then.
There's another guy who plays Superman. I'm thinking of him. I can't think of his name for the life of me.
Dean Cain, Christopher Reeve, George Reeve.
No, like a TV show.
Tyler Hoechlin.
It might have been him, I think.
Maybe.
Right.
The original Joker ending. I'm going to talk spoilers for Joker 2. I'm pretty sure everyone who wants to see it.
Who wanted to see it, I saw it in that weekend, and that was it.
Yeah.
Also very
The
inspiring.
The original ending for the first Joker movie had Joaquin's Joker carve his face in front of his supporters. Christopher Nolan killed that idea, believing that only Heath Ledger's Joker should carve his face. With Nolan no longer at WB, there was no resistance to the idea for the sequel.
I think it's kind of a dumb statement. I understand it's like, well, my Joker has that, so you can't really do. I understand that, but like, I don't know, Joker carving his face, I'll be like, well, that's only with mine. You can't do it with no one else. Like, I can do whatever I want. How about that?
How about
I'm the
you?
Joker.
Shut up.
Yeah, exactly.
I am the Joker.
No, I can do whatever I want. You're the Joker. Or whatever that line she says. I don't know.
Oh yeah, you can do whatever you want. You're Joker. Yeah.
You're the Joker.
I don't know. I don't have the screenshot for this next part.
Me.
I don't have the screenshot for this next part. But there's a DC animated series coming to Cartoon Network. It's an anime. It's a kids show, but it's an anime thing. And I don't know what DC property it is, but it's happening. That's all I know.
I might have to watch that.
Intrigued.
Yeah. So
Darien doesn't like animation, so he's all like, "Yeah,
He doesn't like anime.
He don't like
no,
animation.
I don't like. Definitely don't like anime.
He's one of those like those weird guys. Like,
But I will be watching Lord of the Rings: War for Rohirrim. I'll watch that.
No, you don't get to
I
now.
will watch that.
he's a little
Get to
upset.
now.
Creature Commandos is the first DC project.
No, I'm not. I'm excited for that. I wish Superman was, but that's just me. You do too.
Yeah, I do too. That's just because I want to see it. Now that I think less about it.
Anyway, James Gunn came out talking about his influence for his Lex Luthor. I don't know why I said it like that. He says this. Someone said, what comic or arc inspires your Lex Luthor depiction in the upcoming Superman movie? He said, God, there are so many. Lex is one of my favorites. He works on so many levels, and it's been a joy bringing him to the screen with the incredible Nicholas Hoult. Some of the influences were, of course, All-Star Superman, Azzarello's Luthor, and the reckless scientific genius from the 1950s and 60s. So that gives you an idea, sort of, how his Lex Luthor's going to be. Crazy scientist Lex Luthor. There you go. Big news. The brightest day, the blackest night. I'm not going to repeat the rest of the oath because I don't feel like it. But
You got to now.
Nah.
no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who
I'm
are
ready
light.
to
There
I'm ready to go to bed. Let's go.
Okay, sorry.
Oh.
Aaron Pierre. Now this. Okay. Aaron. I'll spell his name right.
Aaron
Pierre. This guy
Pierre.
has been cast as John Stewart.
Talked about this
Green Lantern.
last week or 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks
We've
ago.
been talking about it for a few weeks.
It was him and some other guy.
Yeah, Stephon James.
Who?
Stephon James was the other guy.
Stephon James. Yeah.
We had talked about this guy. I'd obviously seen him in a movie. He was in Blade at one point, but he dropped out. He's in this movie Rebel Ridge. It's really good. He has been cast as John Stewart in the DCU, in Lantern specifically. Is your John Stewart. I want to show you some art that is absolutely insane, and this sold me immediately. Now, people are upset. That's funny, by the way. People are upset.
I don't want to get into
we got to mention it. We have to mention the elephant in the room.
Nonsense.
We have to mention the elephant in the room.
I don't really want to talk about
John Stewart was created by Neil Adams as a dark-skinned black man. That he said he wanted it to be that way. And people are upset that they cast a light-skinned black man to play John Stewart. I think, because we've mentioned this many, many, many times, what's best, as long as, and it's not even like a crazy, like, misdirect. Like, it's not like they, like, changed his race. If they did that, that'd be awful.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
they hire Ryan Gosling to be.
Yes.
Yeah,
Ryan Gosling is Black Panther.
Right now.
As they should.
But I think what really matters here is that he's a great actor.
Yeah.
I think it's wrong. I don't want to get into.
And he auditioned.
I just
now,
know
it's not like James Gunn, because they're using James Gunn being colorist. I didn't know that was a thing, but I guess it is. Yeah.
What?
It's like it's like a race. I don't want to like speak on it because I don't know much about it. But people are accusing him of being that, saying you cast a light-skinned man to play a dark-skinned man's role. I want to point out the fact that it's not that James Gunn just said, oh, this guy. No, it was because there were multiple auditions. And let's remember that the two people that were finalists, one was a dark-skinned man, one was a light-skinned man. This guy just happened to have the better audition. And so he got the part.
Yeah.
It's not that it's a racist thing. It's not.
And
It's just
James
who
Gunn
serves
he
the
did it-
role best, and that's Aaron
and
Pierre.
I think it's wrong to tell black man he's not black.
Yeah, that and
Yeah,
that's,
that's
the way-
super messed up right
I
there.
don't know, in my head, they don't seem right.
look at this.
Aaron getting heated over this.
Look at him.
Like, he's not that much lighter than the other guy.
Look how great that was.
That looks great.
And his eyes are like piercing enough to where John Stewart's the only Green Lantern that has glowing green eyes.
Yeah.
And his eyes are just piercing enough to where they can do that well. But look at that. That is so good. He's got the ring on his hand. That's great.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I like the casting. He's our John Stewart. Aaron Pierre. There you go. What do you think of the casting? Think's good.
Yeah,
I know.
I
I
don't
love it.
understand it. That's like me getting upset because Robert Downey Jr. isn't Romanian and Doctor Doom was Romanian.
Yeah.
Comics. Like,
I think the casting's great. This is who I wanted it to be.
I don't like this
showed-
white guy because he's a little bit darker than that white guy.
Oh gosh.
Like,
We're
no, it makes no sense.
canceled. No, it's okay.
Wolverine was played by a Stark. No, it's not. But,
But-
anyway, point is, this is who I wanted it to be.
He is our John Stewart. Probably going to be on the
You kept showing
Justice
me the
League
clip. James Gunn said it wasn't like the other films he did. It was the
audition.
It sold it. So I'm excited to see what he's going to deliver when Lanterns comes out. I'll be there day one.
There you go.
Even
I
Aaron
would too.
Pierre just looks like the role, you know? Like,
Yeah,
with
he
the
look-
eyes.
yeah.
The eyes alone. Just,
I think he looks the part. And now a
Yeah.
lot of people are upset. And I mean, I get it, but I think it's just he's probably the best for the role.
Yeah.
And apparently he was because his audition was great.
We've always been behind of if they play it well. That's all that matters at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like I don't
That's-
care.
that's
I don't
all- literally all
like.
that
I don't
matters.
care. You won't see me getting upset if a Winston Duke, the guy who plays M'Baku in Black Panther, if they cast him as Batman,
You won't see.
I won't really get that upset.
If that's
because
Bruce
he's a great
Wayne,
actor.
if it's Bruce Wayne,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like I don't want them to cast like the ugliest guy ever to play Bruce Wayne
Yeah, because he's known as a
because
playboy.
so I don't want him to look like the Joker.
Just keep the role of the character the same. It
Or the
doesn't
Mad
matter
Hatter.
about the skin color.
Don't get me wrong.
If they cast Peter Dinklage as Batman, we have a problem.
or Dave Chappelle as
Okay.
Batman.
No, no, wait a
Actually, that
minute.
might be kind of.
Wait a minute.
That'd be
Dave
peak.
Chappelle as Batman? That'd be
peak.
funny. I'd pay to see that.
That'd be peak. Hold up.
Batman. Okay.
Man.
That's funny. Anyway, but you got that.
What you mean you out here doing crimes?
Officially, Kyle Chandler has signed on to play Hal Jordan. It wasn't official. He was in talks. He's officially signed on to play Hal
We
Jordan.
have our Hal and
There are two main characters for your Lanterns.
Yeah.
We also have a few more characters in this next part. But I also have one more picture to show you in my bookmarks.
pop off a piece of this bookmark.
Oh, a piece of my bookmark.
Oh, it's the same account. I
My
just have to click on this.
bookmark. My bookmark.
Okay,
My bookmark.
there's that.
Do it, Darren.
Bye, yow.
I can never remember his name.
Kyle Chandler. Hal
Kyle
Jordan.
Chandler. Yeah.
This is him in like a civilian outfit, which I assume they'll be in civilian outfits until they have to suit up.
Yeah.
But here's some looks of him. Maybe we could look like a Hal Jordan. I need them to do the domino mask and make it look.
Give him the white eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh god, it's gonna look so good.
there you go. So you got your. He's most likely going to die, I assume, but it's going to be great. Moving on. Well, according to Apocalyptic, whatever his name is, and Nexus Point News, Kelly MacDonald is rumored to have been offered one of the female lead roles in Lanterns. I'll pull her up real quick. You might recognize her, maybe not.
She
I've seen her before.
She's
Yeah.
been in stuff, obviously. She voiced someone in that No Country for Old Men. She was in that.
She
Nanny
voiced
McPhee.
the mom of that? And Brave?
Maybe. Let me look. Kelly MacDonald. Oh, she voiced the main character. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, Merida.
Huh.
But she has been offered the role of one of the female leads. She will portray the town's sheriff. Now we're learning some information now about this show that we didn't know. There's a town, so I don't know what's happening in the town. She'll play the town sheriff and Hal's love interest. It's uncertain if the role is an original character or possibly Carol Ferris. And there's some more plot details on my phone. Carol Ferris is the Sapphire Lantern,
Yes.
the Love Lantern or whatever. Can you look up a picture of that? Show him while I look for the screenshot.
Yes.
I'll find this thing. It's funny.
That's
Okay.
what the lantern looks like.
Oh,
Yeah, her. Might be her, possibly, or it could be an original
I
character.
think I've seen that drawing of a lantern before.
Yeah, it's the
I saw it in like a
Lantern.
Batman 3.
More information.
an
John
actual comic.
Stewart. John Stewart, meanwhile, becomes involved with Zoe, a Native American woman who stands as the sole person of color in an all-white town. So they're going sort of the route that the Green Lantern, Green Arrow comic goes, where they have the Green Lanterns almost get involved with some sort of race stuff that's going on, because they're all off in space. They're not really aware of what's going on Earth.
Yeah.
So they introduced them to that. Apparently, it's an affair of some sort. So I don't know if John Stewart has a wife or if she has a husband.
Yeah.
But there's that. So there's some love stuff going on. A lot of people are upset about this show. Yeah, it's dust. I don't know.
That show, it's not out yet.
Yeah, because they're like, this is Green Lanterns. Why are they investigating a murder in the Heartland? And I'm like, well, listen, buddy, let me just tell you real quick.
You gotta do like that.
Yeah. Green Lanterns are, yes, space cops, but they watch over Precinct Earth.
Yeah.
And this is a murder on Earth that apparently needs their attention. So why would they not come? And I assume it's a lantern is dead. That's what I'm assuming is the thought. Someone's killing lanterns.
Yeah.
And I hope it'd be really cool if it's like one of the other corps. But I don't know.
Do you think it's
Could be parallax.
someone kills
Could be parallax if they're doing.
Am I wrong? John Stewart's already been Green Lantern for a little bit, right?
Well, he's the new recruit.
So maybe someone kills a lantern and John Stewart's the new
Gets the
guy.
rank. Yeah. He's the recruit. Hal's the Lantern Legend. There's a synopsis. I don't feel like finding it, but
I was gonna say this. I love the involvement of an indigenous person within the comics. Like, to me, they don't really.
they have a new Native American Hawkeye.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's in the Ultimates.
But
Oh, yeah,
I just
it's
like
all-
that. That's just me. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yeah. It's cool. You're gonna like the news here soon. But yeah, I'm really excited for Lantern. Starts filming at the beginning of next year. There you go. We'll get some more information, I assume, soon. Okay. What is that? BSL Big Train Leaks Q&A DC. Did I already talk about that? I might have already talked about that. Oh, more information on Lanterns. Zoe is married to a businessman named Dylan, and he's described as one of the antagonists of the series. Note, these all could be code names. And the town sheriff's name is Carrie Kane, which sounds like...
Sounds very familiar.
Well, it sounds like Batwoman's name, but that's not, definitely not who it is. I don't know if I'll be able to find that Q&A. I think I might have already talked about it, so actually, I'm good. We're going to scroll through. Peacemaker Season 2. James Gunn has revealed a new character, mystery character. And he did tease that more Peacemaker news is coming soon.
You're very excited about this, Matt.
Yeah, I love the show.
I'll bring up... Did he post it on Twitter? I assume he did.
You listed it everywhere.
James Gunn. The GOAT. Penguin. And Pierre. He said, who might this be?
T-Hawk for Mortal Kombat
No.
is coming to... Oh, no, that's Street
Nighthawk, you mean?
Nighthawk.
No,
Nightwolf.
Nightwolf, gosh.
Nightwolf.
Nighthawk is
Am I
a
the
roller
only guy that
coaster.
remembers him? He was my favorite character to play as.
Sorry. Anyway, he said, who might this be? Person sitting in front of a campfire.
He has a bit of a native armband there.
Yeah.
Owl feathers.
Has the little ponytails off the side.
Now, I have a theory, or two.
I have no
I have
idea.
two theories, actually. Let me bring up my first one, which is a character named Apache Chief. He is...
The most basic of names.
He was in the Super Friends. They'll probably might maybe change his name. I don't know. But he's a superhero, and his basic power is that he can change his size. Kind of like Ant-Man. It's weird, but he can grow giant. They'll probably change that, I assume, if it is him, but I don't think it is. But that's just a possibility. Apache Chief.
I like the next one.
Yeah. Snowflame? Yeah, Snowflame.
You want to guess his power?
Snow and fire.
Let me find...
Oh, wait. Is this the one that you showed me that one
Yeah.
day? Oh, okay.
So this is a cocaine-powered superhero. Supervillain, sorry.
Rick James.
Named Snowflame, and I think they might have just changed him to where he's got some Native American stuff going on. But I think that's who this is.
That's messed up. If you think about it. Cocaine guy.
Snowflake.
Indigenous American.
Snowflame sounds Native American. A little bit. It's like a Native American.
Yeah, but if you're looking at the backgrounds.
Well, listen. I don't know. I might be wrong. I'm just guessing. But he's sitting in front of a fire. New character, apparently. Interesting. I'm wondering if it's like a villain of sorts. But we don't know much else. People are like, it's Harley Quinn. I'm like, no, it's not.
No, look at that.
It was a man.
He obviously has native jewelry on.
Yeah, and he's wearing something. I don't have a way to brighten it, but.
He's wearing the chest plate the Plains Indians had made of bone.
Yeah, so he's got some arm braces on. He's got like a loincloth or something. But this is the new character, Peacemaker Season 2. That's all we know. That's a funny movie. A lot of people Long Shadow, I don't know who that is. People thinking it might be that guy. Apache Chief, Black Bison, possibly.
Why do I see Vigilante?
I don't know. Vandal Savage, that's interesting. But yeah, a lot of people thinking Apache Chief. What? This guy's a loser. See that?
Oh my
What a
god.
dork.
Yeah, you're right. Total loser.
It's
Go
over.
away. Get off
Superman's
Twitter.
No.
They got nowhere else to go though, Matt.
But yeah, Peacemaker Season 2.
Instagram.
Exciting.
Facebook.
Exciting Peacemaker news. There you go. Finally, I think, for DC, James Gunn came on. I guess I should talk about most of his Threads stuff. Which y'all know about Threads. Y'all on there?
Nope.
I'm not either, but he is, so I'm on there.
Like Instagram Threads?
I'm only on there when he's on there.
I'm just never on there.
I'm only on there when he's on there.
Instagram, Twitter, pretty much.
Yeah. Let me look up his name. I'm surprised it didn't pop up. James Gunn. James Charles. Oh. He's been talking, yapping, as he does. About his cat, apparently. Okay. Yeah, someone said that Batman was going to be middle-aged. He said that's not true.
BS.
Yeah. There's another Peacemaker set photo. Unimportant, though. I got to find what I'm looking for here, which is about Superman.
Creature commander.
I think it was like a reply.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, so I was going to go look. Yeah, talk about Dynamic Duo. Let's see.
He's going to be on it for a minute.
Yeah, I'm scrolling. I'll find it. It's talking about casting calls. Everything in the announce slates in the work. Yeah. People are upset that he's not going to cast a Wonder Woman that's taller than Superman. I don't
know how that.
But what's the deal with that? Because she's Amazonian?
Well, she's usually taller.
Well, not usually. Just in one book she is. People are like, "Oh, this would be cool if James Gunn did it." He was like, "I can't."
It's New Frontier.
Yes,
Well,
and he was like, "I can't find an actor that's taller than 6'4" that would want to do Wonder Woman."
I know that one lady.
And a lot of people are upset.
I remember that one lady from Guardians to play Wonder Woman.
Yeah, see, this was the thing. And he was like, not good. I don't know where to find an accomplished and talented actress 6'5" or over.
Yeah, because David Cornsworth's pretty tall.
He's 6'5". Or 6'4", I mean. So he's also made it a point to say that everything is still going. Yeah, Assembly Cut was done a long time ago. Week to week. Creature Commandos. Man. Okay, well, the thing was, someone was like, man... will we get a Superman teaser by the end of the year? And he said...
Well, you just get the thinking emoji, yeah.
He said that. He's just a thinking emoji. And normally when he says that, I lock in, because that means he's teasing something.
He clinches.
And I think we're getting a Superman trailer in December.
You set up? Alright, tell me.
I think...
And I think it's going to be during CCXP, which is in December, and that's what David Cornsworth said he'll be at to market the movie.
So it's lining up.
Yeah.
And
December 5th. Creature Commandos Day.
And within 2 months, usually teasers, after 2 months or so, they usually have their
They'll drop the Super Bowl trailer.
And that's be the trailer. That'll be the first trailer. And Super Bowl is usually in February.
And
it's
Creature
after
Commandos
Valentine's
drops,
Day.
I think, the same day that CCXP is happening. So that day we might also get a Superman trailer.
We think, if you had to just guess, what would be in this teaser?
I don't think they're going to show the other superheroes in it at all in the first teaser. They're not going to show Mr. Terrific, Hawk Girl, Green Lantern, Metamorpho either.
Agree.
They'll show only Superman characters. They'll show Lex Luthor, maybe tease him a bit. We'll get shots of Superman flying around saving the city, whatever, doing some cool stuff. And we'll maybe get a couple shots of Daily Planet. Not much, but I think it's got to end with a transformation scene, or like a quick like quick cuts of like him ripping his shirt or going through whatever his phone booth. I don't know. That's what I think.
You wait. If you had to if you were to make this teaser yourself, or what do you think that would be shown off?
Definitely the telephone booth. Yeah, because that's kind of iconic there. Definitely not. Well, maybe some other superheroes potentially.
I think
I
we're
don't
gonna
think so.
get. I think we're gonna kind of see the montage. What I'm theorizing would be the beginning of the movie, but kind of like in a different way of like, you see House on Fire.
What if?
Well, here's the thing. It needs to be. My guess is. Let me walk here.
No, I
No,
had an idea. I had an
I'm in the
idea.
middle of cooking. You can't take over my restaurant.
I just did.
I mean, what the hell?
I invited.
Do not take over my kitchen.
I invited you into my restaurant. Okay.
It's my place. You're in my restaurant. You're in my kitchen.
Welcome to City
I
Walk.
control all of this.
No, what I'm saying is, I guess maybe kind of like found footage, kind of in a way of like cell phones and stuff, building on fire. Next thing you know, you just see
Fire goes out.
it goes out. You see something else happen, or like a rug thrown away.
Now what
right in the cop.
Now what
At
if?
the very end, a little cat stuck in the tree.
Oh gosh. What if during this though, they reveal what the theme song is, and instead of what you think it's gonna be, you hear bum ba dum bum ba dum. Bum, 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 bum.
Oh snap! Well,
No, but that's not gonna happen.
That's what it needs to be though. No, that's I'm not referring to it, but I think it needs to be him saving people, and the last one, cat out of a tree, and a girl's like, oh, thank you or whatever, winks. That's it.
I forgot what I was gonna say, but I had a fun thing. I was like, what if it's just a scene?
Of just the movie.
But I can't remember what the scene I had in mind is.
Is it something we saw in like behind the scenes
Yes.
footage?
I'm forgetting it now. Yeah, I don't remember. I'm not gonna dwell on it. Whatever. But that's the DC news.
Is it? You think is it them flying together?
No, but that'd be cool. I can't remember. I had it, but your whole thing distracted me.
My whole Pete-ness. He's like, man, I forgot.
Because you talked about the montage, and you were like, what you're theorizing is the opening of the movie.
Yeah, that's what I think the opening of the movie.
And that's when I thought about it, but I can't remember because in my mind it was like it was a whole scene. It was like a clip. It wasn't a like a bunch. It wasn't like a whole trailer. I don't remember. I'm not gonna bother with it. Gaming. Quick Fortnite news because there's still Marvel stuff happening there. Mephisto is in Fortnite right now. He's there on the map. He's unkillable, and he makes fun of every Marvel character that you come up to talk to him with. With Doctor Doom, he was like, "I can hear your mother's screams echo through my realm or whatever," and
which means hell.
Yeah,
I want to see this.
it's pretty cool.
It's pretty. I love someone just with Spider-Man's like, let me talk to this. It's pretty funny. And there's a story, Matt, called Spider-Man One More Day, and he literally gives up his like whole life he has with like Mary Jane being his wife and like him being a teacher, just so Aunt May can like live a little longer. And it's like referred to as like the worst Spider-Man comic book of all time.
Really?
It's pretty bad. I read it myself. I'm like, oh, it's just not in love with the character.
Yeah. Also, with the Superman thing, I just want to point that I meant to say that the Kents are going to be in it. It's got to be. They got to show up in the
Do
teaser.
you think this part kind of occurred to me? Do you think we'll get something similar to the Christopher Reeve, where we get like a Jarrell or a John Kent monologue over the trailer?
Maybe. That'd be kind of cool.
Like
if it was like if it's like John Kent talking about his son or whatever, and you see like him doing, that'd be kind of. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's possible.
Yeah. Oh, you're destined to do great big things.
Yeah.
It's him fine. That's what it is. It's moving that monologue, or what I'm telling you is the opening. And, it's John Kent saying, like, son, you're going to be doing these great big things. Everyone's going to look up to you. And remember, you are Superman. And then that's when it shows him, see the ass, or the girl grabs a cat.
I think it needs to be like you are Superman, and then it shows them float down, and all the kids come running to him, and it'll be a happy moment. That's it.
That's it.
Yep. Mephisto is in Fortnite. She-Venom and Agony are also going to be coming to the game. Apparently, Agony's in Venom 3. They kind of spoiled that.
Spoiler.
She-Venom was in Venom 1. There you go. Multiverse just had a reveal today. Nubia, the one of the Wonder Woman characters. Yes. Yeah. I don't know much about it. I didn't watch it. Yeah, I don't care.
I ain't either. I should have.
What I do care about is this next part. WB Montreal, who made Batman Arkham Origins and Gotham Knights. But Batman Arkham Origins.
Yeah, just
their next game is confirmed to be a DC game by a new job posting for a senior producer. WB Montreal is still searching for a creative director, and it's unclear if this title is standalone, set in an existing continuity like the Arkham franchise, or part of the DCU and their set of games that they're going to have. I hope it's a Superman game, but also it could be a DCU game.
Yeah. If it's a DCU game, I want to be Superman. I just want a Superman game. End of story. I won't elaborate. I want a Superman game. I don't care what it is. I want a Superman game.
Fair. Thoughts?
Superman game would be amazing.
But a Green Lantern game, but with the same structure as Helldivers 2. So where you play as a Green Lantern and you have to go out and you fight the different corps, and you're like protecting a planet, and you get like you can customize your lantern.
You'd be like which corps you want to be in.
That kind of reminds me more of like Planet Side 2 though. Like
who? What is that?
Okay, it was a free game on PlayStation 4. You had different.
Oh,
factions.
I remember that game.
Yeah, the blue faction, red faction, purple faction.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, and you all had to fight for territory.
Yeah, so I feel like it should be like that, but with Green Lanterns. But that's just my dream game.
I want
and it has Arkham
I
combat.
want Superman.
And you have a weapon wheel where you have
Superman.
different
I want
constructs you
Superman.
can use.
That'd be cool. I like the idea.
And then if you die in the game, it's going to be a live service. So you get to pick your core if you really want to. But if you die in the game, you become a Black Lantern.
There's got a lot of Black Lanterns.
What if I want to start off as a Black Lantern?
You can't.
Okay.
No.
I'm already
Well, I
dead.
guess you can't. Yeah.
If you want to die first, like immediately.
Well, I don't think you need to be.
And then you get saved by a White Lantern.
You don't need to be that lore accurate.
You do.
No, you don't need to be that lore accurate.
You got to have the whole spectrum.
I'd say do it Souls-like, where you have good and dark echo. I believe that's what it's called. Well, like, if you die so many times, you get like bad echo.
Maybe.
But then you can kind of like reclaim it, and then you end up being a lantern again.
Okay,
Because you can't just die and you're Black Lantern forever now.
Well, you would eventually turn back.
Well, how would you?
You have to you have to come in contact with a White Lantern. And that's how they get brought back to life.
Well, there's just so much. You can only do the lore so much.
You need to read Blackest Night. I'll let you borrow that book. It's really good.
Well, I'm still on.
Creature Commandos?
Yes, I have not had time to read that,
buddy.
You owe me $5.
You need to read it before Creature Commandos comes out, and then give it to him so he can read it before Creature Commandos comes out.
I'll just say I read it.
No, you won't.
Yeah.
You're gonna read it because it's got Frankenstein and Dracula in it, and it's all the Universal monsters.
Next week, just say you read all of it. I do
Universal
read
monsters.
He's over here clowning the Universal monsters.
Well, I guess he's out.
No, I wanted Universal. Does that mean like all kinds of different monsters?
No,
Medusa's in the book.
No. He means
Little
like
Horseman?
Universal Studios. We gotta wrap this up before this
Yeah.
camera dies.
Yeah. Well, that's all the news.
Yeah,
So we're going to go ahead and get ready to get out of here. So thank you all so much for joining us for this episode. If you have any questions, comments, corrections, or concerns, contact me on Instagram at DarienH4404. That's DARIENH4404. Or Instagram at the Comp Burrito _official. Facebook at the Comp Burrito _official page. Or Twitter at the CB Burrito.
Yeah, you can contact me at Spider_Landon on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Very active on all platforms. And yeah, come on over and let's get the Superman game started. Let's do that.
Anything?
Just leave a comment for me.
Yeah,
Just
probably.
leave comments for me. I'll change my
Why?
Instagram to something that you can literally just type out in one thing.
Just do not Nakia. That's it.
All right, fine.
Yeah, don't
Right.
add no numbers to it. What? Sorry. Finish what you're saying.
Oh.
Finish what you're saying.
I was just gonna say this: stay curious and stay nerdy.
Oh, that's your outro now? Crap. All right.
Do you remember what your outro word is?
Adios.
Okay, good.
There we go. You're right. I was gonna mention. Someone said, I don't know if I read this wrong. I've been looking at the comments. One of us needs to be more critical. So who? No.
That's
no,
you.
No, you've been given 9.
It's just everything we're reviewing that they're watching right now is good. So
yeah.
we're gonna have
We
nothing
still
to hate
have-
on.
Also, I want to say this about.
So I was
Fortnite.
more critical, but I guess
You are.
Listen to me. No, I just want to
Don't,
say this.
Don't say you're critical because you get 9s. Like
No,
like
I just want to say
candy.
this about Fortnite. So I learned this through a video, some random video I watched. Turns out that the Fortnite Doctor Doom is actually the strongest Doctor Doom in out of
It
any
is because he
multiverse.
killed Galactus.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Yep, shot him in the head. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get ready to go though. So thank you all so much for joining us for this episode,
Yeah, I can tell.
and we will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Adios.
Excelsior!